It is almost cold today. I came out here without a shirt, as is the way during the summer, and it's like under 70 for sure. It's the nicest day I've stepped out into since the dawn of time. I feel so happy right now. I was about to give you the breakdown of what my plan was for today, and it's that I have not been doing well this week with running. My body hurts, and I just don't have the energy in the legs. There's the niggle in my maybe it's my peroneal, I don't know how to say it exactly, tendon, or that like sort of area of my leg. It's maybe not the soleus like I thought it was. So that's an ongoing issue, and generally I feel like I might not be eating enough, even though I'm trying my absolute best to get the nutrition in. And I've just been working on a new project at work as well, so it's a little bit of extra effort, and my days are getting longer. I haven't been sleeping as much. All culminates in this feeling of utter exhaustion, so I might need to scale back the mileage a bit this week, or at least maybe hold consistent around in between 80 and 90 miles. And initially the plan was to increase the mileage, but what are you going to do? You got to listen to your body. So I'm just going to play this run by ear and get out there, get after it. I am in the Hoka CLO X1, and yeah, it really is just like immediately a bit painful to run. Not as bad as yesterday though. I started filming, I had this whole like plan for what I was going to release content-wise yesterday, and I just abandoned it entirely. I didn't want to do it. We'll see, maybe I'll do the same thing today, but the weather's so nice that I don't want to. I guess the reason that I didn't edit the video that I took yesterday and didn't post it is it's hard to celebrate our failures. It's hard to want to. But if you're failing, it means you're trying. And so I absolutely should have posted a video yesterday. And I hope that this one makes up for it in explaining why I didn't, and providing you context on how my training's going. For what it's worth today, I feel pretty good. The pain is still there, but it's not like it was yesterday. And it's so nice out. It's like 15 to 20 degrees cooler than it's been for like a couple of months now, so I feel great. It was actually an improv where I was most luridly introduced to the concept of celebrating your failures. It was good practice at improv. Now, did everybody practice it? No. But whenever somebody would make a mistake, you would throw your hands in the center, all of you, whoever's in the scene together, and you would go, ha, ha, ho! And you would thereby be throwing away the failure and making light out of it, tossing it to the wind and maintaining your joy for doing what you're doing. I can totally tell that I'm towing the line injury-wise, but I think that I'm ultimately going to end up on the right side of the injury history. And the reason I say this isn't just blindly being optimistic, although I've been known to be like that in the past. It is that I had a hip issue about a year ago when I first moved back to Rochester. I was switching shoes and didn't like the shoes, whatever, didn't matter. Created like a pain point in the outside and the inside of my left hip. What ended up happening was I just kept running same rate that I was running at the time, which is not much now, but it was like maybe 40 miles a week back then. But it was the same amount still, so I didn't really change anything about my training. I just sort of ran through it. But what I did do was slow down, and eventually it felt like so what it felt like during it, was that I had a low power, like I was on low battery mode or something, where I just had to run substantially slower than normal to not trigger the hip pain, and it just felt like a general bodily weakness, and that I just couldn't put power down onto the pavement. And eventually, one day at a time, it just started to get a little bit more power and a little bit more power until I just wasn't in pain anymore. And I don't know if you could ever constitute something like that as an injury. Maybe it's like an amalgamation of overtraining and undernutrition and lack of sleep, whatever it was at the time. I don't remember what events or things were going on in my life, but eventually it straight up went away. And how I'm relating that to today is that I'm currently feeling like my legs have more power than yesterday. And it's not to say that I'm going any faster. It's also a lot cooler out than it was yesterday. But I don't know, something just, the vibe is right, you know? The vibe feels like I'll be fine. So lessons learned from that run, trust your body, slow down, celebrate your failures. That's a major one. I failed to do that yesterday, so I'm celebrating that failure today. It's never too late to look back on what failure means. It means that you tried something, and it means that it didn't work, and that you have an opportunity to try again. And if you're trying something and you're failing, you're already way ahead of everybody else in the world. Because trust me, I've been there for a long time, stuck in a period of inaction, not trying anything, not trying to succeed, just sort of coasting through life. That's not where you want to be. And yesterday, I slipped back into the habit of not striving for showing the authentic truth behind training, right? That's really what I failed at, is I wanted to show that sometimes you do have pain, and sometimes you shouldn't overcome that pain, and sometimes the success is stopping and reflecting and making sure you're okay to continue. And I pushed through it a little too much, and because of that I just had a really bad afternoon. I didn't want to make any content, and that's another failure that I need to celebrate, is that this time a couple months ago I wasn't even doing this at all. And so it's a good thing to have failed at, because it means the default is succeeding, right? But succeeding is eventually just coasting, and then you need to strive to bring better content and to bring better whatever you're doing in your life. It doesn't have to be content. Whatever you're presenting to the world that you care about deeply, doing that and then finding a new way to iterate on it, to improve upon it, to make it even better for whoever you're doing it for yourself, for a loved one. Just keep doing you, I appreciate your attention. Sorry I'm all sweaty. See ya.